No Brakes Media. Right now we're getting ready to head to my hometown cruise, a little small town called Hanover, about 20 minutes south of Jackson, about an hour south of Lansing. It's hot today, it's humid. I'd like to get on the road, get some AC going, but right now we're out here getting our cars ready and our trucks. I have my friend Kyle with me in his 2008 Chevy Silverado. Decent little lineup, nothing crazy. I'm expecting to see some old school cars at this meet. I'm hoping to see some new school, some crazy stuff. I'll try and get some POVs driving. I got my GoPro. We're supposed to meet up and cruise out to another event in Jackson, so we're gonna cruise to Hanover, meet up, hang out, and then go to this burnout competition in Jackson. I'm hoping that that's lit. If not, we'll make it lit. But until then, all right guys, we made it down here, Hanover. There ain't shit for parking for the non-show cars. Let's check out this Volkswagen van. Yeah. I seen a Honda step wagon at the mall the other day. One of the right-hand drive wagons. Yes, sir. I like that it's like a cab over, like an international. Kyle, stand next to it. Those universal joints are about as stressed out as I am. Holy fuck. Yeah. You know what kind of engine this is?
Big in that BMWs too.
Yeah. I love the old, how old school cars have all that chrome, but I just think about trying to polish everything. Yeah. Patience. Chevy Apache, I think. It would have to be 50s or 60s. Mm-hmm. Got one of them weird little baby things. I never understood these things.
3 fire trucks, rescue squads, My wife got it pretty bad too.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Good.
She didn't even know what it was.
I didn't have any idea either until I got the
Same thing. She had to hang on the wall.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about. So I believe that is a Gen 4 5.3 out of like an Escalade or a newer Chevy. So like 2008, I would have to assume. .323 heads. Man, that's a unit. Clean. I mean, it looks like it's supposed to look like this. Oh, I hear my mom. Ooh. Okay. Okay. You gotta keep your toolbox when you drive old shit. Man. That roll pan.
about 3 o'clock in the morning.
How's it going? It's a beautiful car. That dash is amazing. You had this car for a long time, I'm assuming?
Pardon me?
I said, have you had this car for a long time?
Actually, no.
Really?
Actually, the only thing I've done to it is bought it, put the plates on it, and I extended the seat belts on it now.
Okay. So you bought it all done up like this. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sure
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't.
used to have a 99 Plymouth Prowler and that, and I sold that in 2021, and it's getting too hard for me to get in, and this here, the door is a little wider than that, and a little easier to get in and out.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm back into showing it, so.
That's sweet, man.
Plus, me and my brother, we had back in the 60s and that, we started to build a 32 Ford Coupe and that stuff.
Okay.
And that, and then it just, we got away from it, and then back with it.
That's awesome, man. Well, you got a nice spot here in the
Yeah.
shade. You enjoy your day.
Yep.
All right, we are going to be doing our next giveaway for the hourly giveaway, a hat,
Hello.
cup, and a koozie. The next winner is Bill Burke, 1975 Chevy Corvette. Woohoo! Come and pick up your prize, Bill.
What's up? I mean, this Jeep looks like, you know, I'm not even talking bad about Jeeps. At least it's got the inline 6, 4.0. That motor will stand everything. Some people like this, I'm sure. You got the automatics on your crawler from all the long, don't have to worry about shifting gears. You don't have to worry about your leg getting tired in traffic. I have been crawled since 2007. Now this. Hey, look. This is fun. I like that they got the boards. The boards, like, yeah, like back in the day. Like when this truck first premiered, like that Charlie Woodward that had all these boards. Some of this stuff is crazy. The packages that you can get with it. Did you see the Volkswagen name on it? Right down there. She might have been leaving. Shoot, because it wasn't. Beautiful Jeep.
Thank you.
Yeah. I heard it chirp a little bit when you were backing up. You got a locking rear end?
I got lockers front and rear.
Front and rear? Okay.
Detroit in the back and True Track in front.
Just tight.
What's that?
Just tight.
She's,
There's no flop there, bud.
she's ready to go.
Oh no, we use it. It's it doesn't sit in garage, so it makes it to a lot of different events. We've been taking it for a few years now up to snow runs up in Grayling, North
Yeah.
Grayling
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. So you get about
Yeah.
3 foot of snow on the ground. It's a riot.
I bet.
So,
Man.
but it's not in the show. It's just well, we're just using
It's
it. to
nice,
run around.
so.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's an old build. I built it back in 1998.
Oh man,
Damn.
you've had it for a long time.
Yes. Well, the frame, everything's homemade. It's not factory.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all
I can't help but
fabricated.
looking at it, but
You'll notice that it's all 2x4 square tube, 8-inch wall, so it's rigid as hell.
Yeah.
But we use it.
Man.
Hi, Brian. Sorry I took your spot.
I didn't know that was that big.
That's a monster, isn't it?
This is nice. Good. How are you? We all heard it chopping and chirping, and here we are.
Actually, a friend of mine's, his isn't in this good a shape, but he just lives just down the road. I thought it might have been Richie at first. It's like, no, that's not Richie.
Oh. Well, was something wrong with it?
They had one we were kind of looking for anyways, but the guy had that sitting on his desk. I said, before we sign the paperwork, I said, I gotta have that. He's like, okay. I said, I need that for my car.
Beautiful car, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It did. It did. I'm coming.
There's so many cool little details in this car, man. That's sweet.
Well, I can tell you a whole bunch more.
I got time.
My parents bought this car brand new in 1968. It was our family car, and
Okay.
it's been in this area ever since
Ever
it was
since?
brand new.
Okay.
Yep. In 1978, they were going to trade this in on a new car.
Okay.
They took it to the dealer, and the dealer said, well, it's a 4-speed. Nobody wants 4-speeds anymore, so we can only give you $100 for it on trade-in. My mom said, well, you know what? For $100, I'll just drive it home till the tires fall off it, and that's how they ended
Right.
up keeping it.
Man.
So
So what engine does this have?
it's got the 400.
Okay. So small block?
Well, Pontiac doesn't really have a big or a small block
Gotcha.
variance. It's 350 horsepower,
Okay.
factory rated,
Okay.
400.
I mean, these GTOs wouldn't be like as popular as they are if that was a slouch
Right.
motor, you know,
Nope.
like that clearly puts it down.
Yep.
And then with the 4-speed, how is it driving it like on the highway? Is it a decent?
It's pretty decent. It's got enough torque that I can put it in 4th gear and start out from a dead stop, and it
Really?
won't chug. It just goes.
Man. So how'd the coffee thing come about?
That's actually something that I got from a car dealership. The guy, the salesman, had it sitting on his desk, and I talked him into giving it to me. I'm like, I need that for my car, for
Right.
car shows. So
Yeah. How sick are you telling that story?
I put it in there just because it's a lot of fun at the car shows,
Yeah.
because a lot of people will see it. Now, I've had people almost like dive in the car to try to grab it before, or they'll be like, is that your car? Somebody spilled coffee in there. And I'm like, it's fake.
It's fake. Now what about the Tiger in the back?
They used to use a Tiger as a promotional advertisement for GTOs.
Okay.
And they'd show like the hood opening and a real tiger jumping out of the hood underneath
Okay.
it. And also there's a big GTO club that's called the Roaring Tigers.
Okay.
I think I have a picture of the Detroit club on my board up here.
Gotcha.
So I even have all the original paperwork for this, the original handwritten sales receipt. This was bought from a dealership in Jackson.
That's so cool.
I got the A title for it.
Okay.
When my dad transferred it to my name, I got the Secretary of State to give me back the A title. I have all the
Nice.
manuals, all the information that came with this when this car was brand new. I have pictures of me with this car from 1968 when it was brand new and several years after that.
That's sweet. I love hearing the stories about legacy cars that have been in the
I
family.
can remember when I was a kid one time, it was primarily my mom's car, but it was mostly our family car. But I remember going to Jackson in this and my mom one time, and you know the S curves on Horton on Moscow Road as you're going towards Jackson, going off the road, going through those curves and getting stuck in the ditch in wintertime because it was our everyday driver.
Man, you drove that. That's insane. And it's
that's
clean.
Well, it's had frame off restoration done too. I did that 20 years ago.
Yeah, and
But-
you don't drive it in the winter no more.
No,
do you?
nope,
Yeah.
I don't drive it if it's gonna rain either. It's too hard to keep it clean after.
Right. No, I understand.
Here's some. This picture is from 1968.
Okay.
This is me. It was my second birthday.
Oh, that's amazing.
This is me again with it around 1978, and me again with it around 1980. And this is what it looked like when I started the restoration for it. Yeah. See, here's the sign for the Woodward Tigers.
That's sweet.
This is the original receipt for it. They paid $27.50 for it with the trade-in. They had a 64 Impala that they got $750 trade-in for it. And this is the original A title for it.
That is so sweet. You don't see handwritten anything anymore.
These are even the original Briggs and Stratton keys that go to the car.
Man.
It's all numbers matching, 96,000 original miles on it.
So you made sure that your kids or whoever's getting this is not, they're keeping it, right? Like,
Yep.
I mean, because people get greedy and you could get a good, pretty penny for this car.
When I first finished restoring it, I drove it around everywhere. I'd come down here to get a gallon of milk. I'd drive it down here.
Right, I mean, you're
and,
excited. Yeah.
And I'd drive it to Myers or whatever and park way out in the back of the parking lot. And then I'd come up and somebody would invariably be parked right next to it and with a piece of junk car. I'm like, no respect.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when I started to find out what it was worth, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to drive it every day like I was when I first got it done, because I never drove the car until I had it restored.
Right.
When they quit driving it and parked it, I was too young to drive.
Oh, so you didn't, it just sat there.
Yeah, I'd never driven this car until I was in my 40s.
Man, that's sweet. I just noticed the paint in the inner fender.
Yep.
That little fleck.
That's actually been powder coated.
Okay.
When I redid it, I powder coated a lot of the parts, like all the engine brackets. My wheels are powder coated. Like the battery tray, things like that have all been powder coated. And the guy, when he was doing that, he says, I've got like a metal flake I can put in there that's for the powder coating, because it was just going to be black.
Right.
I said, well, that'd be kind of cool, because when the sun hits it, you can see the sparkle on it.
Yeah.
So I did my best to keep it just like the receipt,
Right.
you know, like it came off from the showroom floor.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I appreciate your time, sir.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Nice car.
Thanks.
Sure, I'll see you around.
Oh yeah. Been doing this for 20 years.
I want one of these one day. Or you could just work hard for it. He said, I want to steal one. I said, or you could just work hard for it.
6 minutes, you'll feel a lot better.
No. No. It's a manual. Did you? Alright, cool. I won't waste my time. My arm needs a break. I've always loved the earring. If this video gets 500 likes, I will spend 2 paychecks on buying a shitbox BMW and sliding it around. Probably smacking it into trees. When did you pick up? Oh, you've had this in the barn for a long time. I knew that. So tell me a little bit about it.
This is now 50 years old,
Okay.
1974,
Okay.
and this is all original except for a couple little things. Basically original. Trying to keep it as original as I can.
Like putzing around on it.
This is my little go-kart.
Yeah. So how much power do these things make? Probably like 60 horsepower or something.
Actually, it's like 95.
That's really good.
95 horse, 1500.
Especially for being as old as it is.
And Triumph came out this. They built this because the MGs were so slow.
Okay.
So this is like almost twice the horsepower than MG.
Nice.
It's got the Ferrari pipes on it.
Do you mind starting it up for me? I can wait till later.
Yeah, I like trying to leave.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's standard, and I'm not that great at it.
Oh, man.
How you doing, Logan?
This thing is...
Getting all kinds of video here.
Yeah, I forgot all about it. Brian's son and I went.
This is good though. This will cover the whole thing. This is needed. There we go.
Call that custom.
That's custom. Cover up the holes. It's still a work in progress.
Absolutely. I mean, all project cars will always be a work in
When I
progress.
made it when I'm done to it, I made it a driver.
Right, right.
I got rid of the old Stromberg carburetor, and it's got a Weber downdraft. The old radiator was wrenched out. I still need to put some sides in here that's missing. And some things up front would help. I don't have any cooling problems though now. So
Okay. Are you gonna get a aftermarket electric fan so you can just run it to a switch? No, don't have
I
any.
don't think I need it.
Okay, okay.
I haven't run any real big problems there.
Yeah, and I'm sure you don't run this car super hard. You just putts.
You get
in
about
there.
55, and that's when it starts floating around. It's like a go-kart. It's more fun. See, and Bill said this. I'm going to repeat quote. It's more fun to
To drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. Absolutely. My car might only have 300 horsepower, but it's a lot of fun to use all 300 of that horsepower. But I appreciate the tour, man.
Just put the money in here.
Do burnout. Do burnout. Do burnout. Yeah. Yeah, what was he all setting up for then? We just got here to the Jackson Speedway. I kind of fumbled the bag a little bit at the Hanover car show and missed some of the burnouts and stuff. And then this one has already started, which is not cool. We're getting ready to actually walk in right now because we parked out back. I didn't feel like putting my car in the show. It's pretty, just a stock basic car. Nothing to really show off about. I did do a burnout at the Hanover meet, and I was nervous and kind of duffed that. And I'll do better next time though. Next time I will do better. There's actually some decent cars just out here. Not even. Here's some stuff. Anyways. Seen this little Volkswagen when we came in. Nice, good little shitter. How you guys doing?
Doing well. How you doing?
Good. I think that these cutouts like this are the best way to educate people about how engines work.
Ask about these things and I explain stuff to them.
Man. So did you make this yourself?
No, Chrysler put that out back in 1960. They only made that engine for about 3 years. It's a slant six, but it's an aluminum block.
Oh, okay. So it's a
They
lightweight
had problems
block.
with head gaskets, so they just switched them to cast iron. Yeah,
Yeah, if you watch the lifters, when the lifter hits the cam, it actually turns the lifter like it's supposed to. But I love it when you get the women up here and they're looking at it and you tell them this is how you're gonna remember this from now on. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow.
They love that.
And they just laugh. They think, but then you explain it to them. You show them how it actually works, and they're like, "Oh,
yeah,
okay." The light bulb comes on. They love it, you know.
Yeah, this is sweet, man. How much does something like this cost?
You know, I had a guy. I was at a car show with it 2 years ago, and a guy on a mini bike rode up. I never saw this dude. He goes, "Guy, I'll give you $1,500 for that." What he said. And I'm like, no, I'm having too much fun with it. And he goes, 2,000? He gave up $500 like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, dude, it's not for sale. And then later in that summer, I was out at Gilmore with it at the Spectacular or something. I can't remember. I was showing it. These two old guys. I mean, I'm old. These guys were old. Okay. One guy's blind. He built his own brass era car. Took it apart. He's blind. He knows the cars well enough. He did this car himself.
That's insane.
And I'm talking to him, and they're asking what I'm going to do with the motor, if I'm interested in getting rid of it, and I'm like, no, I'm having too much fun with it and everything.
Right.
He goes, well, so the one guy was the curator of the Auburn Ford Duesenberg Museum, and if I ever decide to get off of that, they'd be interested.
Okay.
And I'm like, holy shit.
So
I mean, that's a prestigious museum.
Right.
They want it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, from what I understand, cutaways are going for big money. If you can find them on eBay and stuff like that.
Right.
I got that from a school. Chrysler cut it up on that stand. They made it all, and it was just for students to take apart, put together and stuff. I put the carburetor on it, and the fan on it, and the alternator on it, so people have something to relate to.
Yeah.
And excuse me, I put the starter motor on it. I cut it up and mounted the electric motor to that. So it's actually running through the starter like it's trying to crank
that's
it.
Cool. That's cool.
And it runs 20 RPM. And I just keep it oiled up.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it's good or bad. But it was funny, it was seized up when I got it. It sat so long. Brand new rings, brand new pistons. Everything was new. It'd never been run. I put checking valve springs on it, so it didn't have a big load on the cam.
Right.
And I put those valve springs in. I took all the rings out of it. I just greased everything.
So there's no more resistance.
Yeah, try to make it as light resistance as possible. But still, it's not clutched. I mean, if somebody were to jam a finger into it, it'd lop it off. It'd be a bad day.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the time, buddy.
Yeah, no problem, guy. No, I'm glad you enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's what we bring it for.
You guys enjoy yourself. Look at this. Yeah.
You can't get older, you stay longer.
I've never seen one of these in real life. You put a camera on somebody, dude, and they're immediately, let's roast them.
Oh yeah.
That's how you get kicked out, though.
Dude, that Camaro V6 was like, okay.
Look at this square body lineup, brother.
Real blackie. Ooh. Old blackie? Don't you mean old?
You got sand?
Like that, really?
Yeah, I do in my vagina. I like the car. Yep.
I would just sit there and
I love them old luxury cars.
Half the time I can't sit there because they get all these like
Rev it. Rev it. Thank you. F100? Yes, sir. Man.
oh Jesus Christ!
Excuse me. Hiding back there, dude. What do you think, Kyle? Speechless?
Yeah.
I hear that V6 Camaro going again. Look at the pipes on that thing.
Look at the booty. Ooh.
Said it before, I'll say it again. God damn.
My grandpa was in Ohio. He has the same one, but in drag spec.
Really?
Yep, he had big old fat tires on it.
Does he actually run? It's actually a really decent turnout to this event. I didn't expect it to be. Hey, what up?
I won't say she's mad. She got dropped a little bit, but it's alright, Billy.
So you just got her?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
You were telling me something at work about it being like an inline 4 motorcycle, or
yeah.
I don't know much about.
It's a regular 400. You know how they have that twin too.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the inline 4, so it's a little bit bigger of an engine. I don't have a muffler on it right now, but I plan on getting a full exhaust in here soon.
That's a mean sounding bike.
Yeah, for a 400, it sounds good, dude. Hell yeah, bud.
Yeah. Shit.
It's okay, I told him I wasn't burning out either.
Chuck, he's just gonna swipe his credit card. More brakes. There's Smokey. Thank you. You didn't recognize that? You didn't notice he didn't lead on his car the whole time we were driving up there? Did I really just hear somebody say, is that all you got? Yeah. That's pretty decent for a tired beat.
turbos, boy.
Hey. No, it's not. It's on its 6th transmission right now. One of my dream cars right there, GTO. He just put that motor in like last weekend, so he might just be checking everything. I literally think he got bored.
Yeah.
I think he got bored. I'm done burning out, I'm bored. He looked at me, he was like, what do I do? Keep going, I don't know. Did you see that? pretty bad. Them burnout wheels are better than my wheels, like, period. That was almost a 2-minute long burnout. It was like a 1:48 long burnout. And now he's still going, dude. Fuck.
I seen it coming, I dropped the move, I said my mind was 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
See? Yeah. Fuck, dude.
You might beat the cop car. That dude's done some badass burnouts today.
Does the staff vote or do the people vote?
I'm not sure. I'm voting for that dude. At first it was a cop car. He went through 6 tires today, but that was just bad as fuck.
I don't know, dude. That Camaro,
Yeah,
that V6 Camaro was eating. I'm so sorry. He's got that, dude. He's got that. If he lets the turbos spool a little bit more before he cranks it. There we go. Holy shit. Hell yeah.
I bet it's hot as a bitch.
Hey, let me in the back.
I can't. The suspension's really messed up. If I have
You calling me fat, dude?
Yeah, no.
Fuck, dude.
If I have 3 people in here, the suspension on the back starts like boom, 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 boom. So I don't want to do that while I'm trying to bring my bag.
You got it.
You do donuts.
I'm gonna make a slight attempt.
You
I don't know
got
if I'll be able to.
you got your rear brakes crimped off? That'd make a world of difference, bud. So we're taking off from the speedway. You can see there's still some stuff going on down there. Overall, I would say it was a pretty successful day. The meet in Hanover was a good time, and then we came out here, and that's when it was a really good time. It was there was a lot of people doing burnouts way harder than I expected the vehicle to do the burnout as they were coming up to it. As you guys seen, that Dodge absolutely blew my mind, whipping a donut, hitting the barrier. That was super cool. But for now, we're just gonna cruise back to our spot, hang out for the rest of the day. I'll just let you guys get some POV driving my Civic. Alright, YouTube, short little trip to Mexico. YouTube, that concludes our little trip to Mexico. If you are still here at the end of this, make sure that you like, view, and subscribe. Rate, view, subscribe. I don't know how you guys do this shit. Just make sure that if you like my shit, you make sure you keep viewing my shit. If you don't like my shit, do it anyways. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.